Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to continue the series of imputation methods. As I promised, this week is I am dedicating to only to how to handle the missing value, and I will discuss with you the all different type of imputation methods for the your data set. So in my previous video in day 1, I have discussed about the simple imputation methods under which we have discussed mean, median, mode, and then multivariate imputation method, KNN, iterative, multiple imputation by chain, random forest imputation as well, right? So for after this is the day 2. Today I will discuss the mean, mode, median like using pandas as well in detail with the numerical and categorical variable both, okay, in detail. So it will really help you if your data is more than 70% like missing, how you are going to check and then you are going to handle it, and under which category your missing value lie. Does it under the MAR, MNAR or MCR? Okay, so according to that, you can choose an imputation method. This is I have recommended in my first video as well. If you don't know under which category your missing value lie, right, and you are applying the imputation method just by looking at the data type, this is not the wise decision. Okay, so you have to choose the correct method according to your data set and the category under which it lie. So I will explain it in detail today. And the second, I will discuss about the time series imputation method as well. So we will discuss these three methods for the time series, and I'm using the two data set in today's video. The first one is Titanic data set, where you will see in detail about the pandas imputation method, and the time series we are using the real time data set. This is air quality. Okay, so we are going to work on two data set in detail. So stay with me till the end of the video and keep learning, keep watching. And now let's start. Okay. This picture, this graph I have embedded to show you like you will have the clear vision what you are going to learn today. Okay. This is a missing value, the deletion, imputation. It is divided into two parts, right? Either you will delete the data or either you will impute it. But the deletion method is when you are deleting any like the data from your data set. If it is more than 70 or 50% missing, the first thing will come in your mind, I should go for deletion, right? This is like the most popular question as well from my every student. If the data set is missing more than 50% or 70%, should I go with the deletion? I always say it depend on the like the your feature. If it is a strongly correlated with your like the target, or the it has a relation with any other feature in your data set, then it you need to take this decision very wisely. Okay, so today you will also see I have a one column. This is categorical column where more than 70% value is missing, and how we are going to handle it and how we decide for the deletion, or either we are going to implement the imputation. This is you are going to learn in this video today. Okay, so you have the deletion method pairwise, listwise, and dropping entire. So pairwise deletion means you will check the missing value and delete only those value, and then you have a listwise, like you are going to delete the entire row. Okay, and then this is the entire column. But the deletion method, in case of deletion method, you are going to lose your data as well. So before taking this step, this is also important. You just check the percentage of the missing value of your total data. Okay. If you are going to delete that, will I get left with the 20% data or 30 or 50 or 60? Okay. So this is very important. I will show you how you can check the percentage as well. These are the imputational method, general and advanced. These two methods you have already learned in my previous video. Okay, and then today you are going to learn this portion for time series, for sorry non-time series and time series. Okay, so let's start with the practical example. Here first of all we will import the mandatory libraries all. This is a new library for all of you, like a missing number as a missing number, because I did not use this library in my previous videos. So this is very helpful to check and graphically represent your missing value in your data set. Okay. Now we will load the data set here. Okay. So when you load the data set here, let me import the data set first. I'm using the Google Colab. So I need to import the data set as well. Here we go. And we need to go over Titanic data as well. This is over Titanic. Okay. So I have uploaded it and now we will run it. Okay. So we need to run this one. Here you go. Okay. And then we are just checking the shape of the data. Shape of the data means we are just checking how many rows and columns in your data set. So it contains 8891 records means rows and 12 columns means 12 features in your data set. Look at this. These all columns are known as your features. Okay. If someone is using only the word features, just understand they are talking about the columns in your data set. Okay. Why I'm explaining it, because if you are a totally beginner and you are watching this video, then this is for you. Okay. And then here you have the missing value. Look at this. This is a missing value. This is a missing value, right? So I think in the cabin we have a lot of missing value. That's why it is also showing in the top 5 records. But if you are interested to look the bottom your 5 as well, then you can use the tail method. Okay. So this is one of the very useful method from the pandas. It will show you the last 5 records. If you want, you can also pass the parameter, like if you are interested to look at the last 20 records, same with the head. If you want to look at the first 20 records, you can also do. Okay. But I will make a one new video for the detail analysis. This is just for the top level knowledge. Today, our main goal is to just check for the missing value and apply the imputation methods by taking the decision carefully. So let's move ahead. Now this is a describe method. This is also very powerful method of the pandas. It will give you the idea about the outliers in your data set as well. Okay. So it will only work on the numerical data type. Look at this. It is showing the all numerical data type here. And this is the mean, standard deviation, minimum value, 25%, 50, 75 and maximum. If you have watched my graphical video, which graph is best for what kind of the data set, in that I have mentioned one box plot graph. If you did not watch, you can watch that video. You will find it in my playlist, machine learning or data visualization. I will share the link in the description box as well. Okay. So if your maximum value of your data is very far away from your percent, like the mean, or 75% value is very far away from this, so try to understand there is an outlier. Okay. So your data distribution is not normal. So it will give you the very clear picture about it. I'm like you can visualize as well. Okay. But this is one of the very good method to look for the statistics of your integer data type variable. Okay. And now this is the info method. This is one of my favorite. I also use this for to check the missing value, but always check is null dot sum method as well to check the missing value. It's very important. Okay. But this is also useful. Here you have a total entries. It is showing, it is also telling you what type of the feature you have in your data set. It is telling us passenger ID is integer, and your this gender column is a object means string type. Ticket column is this one. You have a float type. So it will give you the very clear picture. Okay. And now we are just examining about the target column. Although we are not going to do today model implementation, this is just for your knowledge. A value count, how many people survived or how many people not survived. Because the goal of the Titanic data set was you need to predict how many people will be able to survive or how many people is not able to survive. Okay. So we are just looking at the distribution of these both categories. Okay. Now look at this here. So here above 500 people were able to not survive, and this much people were able to survive. So you can see how good your this graph is, right? So you have you want, if you want to learn more deeply about the graphs, then please you can watch my which graph is good for what kind of the data, you can watch that video. Okay. Now we will start with our actual goal of today. Like for the goal today, this is detecting missing value. First of all, we will check how many missing value we have in our data set. If you want to check the percentage, this is a formula. You can declare any variable, but declare the variable with the professional name. Okay. df.isNull. IsNull is a very popular method of the pandas which will look for the missing value in your data set. Dot sum. This will show you the total count of the missing value in each feature. Then we are multiplying with the 100 divided by length of your total records. So you are just simply calculating the percentage of the your missing value in each feature. Look at this. There is a no missing value, right? This is all 0%. But in the age, you have a 19.8% missing value. Okay. Above it was showing the count here. Look at this, right? But you will do the subtraction, then you will come to know how many missing value. But percentage, with the percentage, you will get the clear, very quick vision. So this is also a good way to check your missing value, because it will give you the chance. If it is more than 50%, then you can think whether you are going to delete it or whether you are going to implement it. Then it will give you the right way to think about to handling the missing value. Now here, cabin. Cabin contain the more than 77%. It's too much, right? This means you're around 80% data is missing. Now this is the challenging part for your data set. Okay. So here embark, it is a 0.2% only. Now we will check as a count as well. You can see this is a count. Okay. Now I am going to show you the missing number library, which is very popular. How you can visually look at the missing value. So to use this library, you need to import this library. We have already imported at the top. Now look at this. The how you can instance of your missing number library dot bar chart and passing the data set. Now look at the result. So this is your all column. On the right side, it is showing the count. On the left side, it is showing the percentage. Now look at this age. So how much you're missing values, it is showing here, and it is also showing you the count on the right side as well. And this is your cabin. You can see very less value available, right? Only we can say around 200. And how many values available here? Only this one. So this is the missing portion, this one. Okay. So you can look at it. It is giving you the very clear vision, right? Visually. So you have a two ways now to check the missing value. One, percentage, or your integer count, and this is graphically. So now you have learned the new library missing number. Okay. And now we will move ahead. So now this bar chart show the overview of completeness. So we can see the age and camping and embark column have a missing value. Okay. Now we will find out how we are going to handle it. Embark has some missing value because it contains 891 over total records is sorry, it contains 889 over total records are 891. Okay. So it has a less missing value. Now you can also look at it in the matrix form as well. This is another optional method I wanted to show you. So how you can declare it: missing number dot matrix and df. Okay. Now look at this. Here on the right side, you can see the dark color means no missing value. White color means there is a missing value. Okay. Now the here lot of missing value in your age column and in the cabin as well. But if you look at the embark, there are two missing value only, right? Only two white line you are able to see. Rest of the data is filled with black color. This means the data exists. Okay. So it is giving you the very clear picture. Okay. This is like a plot shows the missing value, right? Additionally, sampling the data set can help identify the precise location of the missing value. This is a whole data set you are looking at it, right? But if you want to look at it very deeply, you can take out the some sample of the data set. Okay, how would you take that? We will just say your missing number dot matrix df dot sample 100. I'm just picking up the first 100 records. Okay. So it will show me, give me the more clear picture about you visualize the missing value. Okay, you can change the color. You can go with into this library on the your missing number Python library, and then you will find the other parameter if you want to make it more beautiful. Okay, and then here look at this. Now it is showing you very clear picture, right? The white here you can see it is showing you the missing value. It's a broad now, right? But in the above it was very thin, right? We are not able to clearly see, but this is the way how you can pick up the sample and you will have the clear picture. And this right side, this is your like the curl line. What it does, this is like this show the impart column has no like the null value in the first 100 cases as well. Okay, look at this. In the embark there is a no missing value in the first 100 cases. So this means your missing value may lie somewhere else, maybe at the bottom or in the middle. If you want you can increase it, we can make it 200 if you want, right? So this way you can visualize, right? Look at this. Still there is a no. Okay. Now, the before we like reasons for missing value first, now till so far you have like visualize the missing value using different ways, right? So this is very good. Now you have a clear vision and you know about the detail. Okay. Now we will talk about the reasons for missing value. Okay, so why does it lie under MCAR, MAR, MNAR? So first step was you were looking the missing value in detail. Either it's categorical, numerical, it doesn't matter. We are just looking, giving a close look to our missing value. This is the biggest advantage. I'm not saying you need to use all methods. This is your choice. My goal is to tell you, explore with the different ways to check the missing value. Okay, you can use any of them and just drop a comment in the comment box what method you are going to use. Okay, and then now your next step is how you are going to check under which category your missing value lie. As I told you, it's very important. So here is the definition. I'm just giving you the small recap. Sorry, imagine you are conducting a survey. Some people accidentally skip a question because they were distracted. You have a 10 question in your survey, some question is one question is skipped. So they did not do it intentionally, it's just skipped due to distraction. So this is called MCAR, missing completely at random. So in this, the key point is the missing data is completely unrelated to anything in the data set. Okay, because in the survey you have so many columns: agree, disagree, strongly agree, not agree, etc., right? If some user is skipping the whole like the row, this means like he did not did it intentionally. Maybe he skipped it, one reason. Maybe he got distracted. But this, if he is going to your full row is missing for all features, we count it under the missing completely at random. This is not going to harm or this is related to your any other feature. Okay, and then the second your category is, suppose you are collecting the income data. Younger people are most likely to skip that question. We always try to hide over salary, right? When either it's a survey or something. So this means we are doing it intentionally. Okay, and this is the old people maybe like would like to add the income, right? They don't mind. So their income data is missing, but it depends on their age. So this means if I'm saying younger people like to skip the income question most probably. Okay. So, but older people don't care about it, they fill it. So how does this income column related to your age, right? Because we are categorizing the data now based on the age. If you are younger, you are skipping it, this means you are this missing value dependent on the your age. Okay, depend on age. So this means this type of the missing value come at under the category MAR, missing at random, because you did it intentionally, and it is also related to your age. Okay, so this is MAR. Missing not at random means if people with the very high income choose not to disclose their salary in survey, okay, and the missing data is directly related to the value of itself. Higher the income, the more likely it is missing. So this means here this category is known as missing not at random. So if there are two user, one user has only 50K, other user other user has the like your income 150K or 200K, but he want to hide it. So he is doing again intentionally. But this feature is related to itself. Okay, so in the key point is the missing data is not a random, it depends on the actual value missing, right? If there is a one column income, I'm not talking about here like older and younger people, just talking about the income column, and you are missing it intentionally because you don't want to show your high income to anyone, right? So this is called MNAR. Okay, so this kind of the missing data lie under this category. So you have a three categories, and when you are checking the missing value, it's very important for you to check under which category your missing value, missing data lie, and which imputation method you are going to apply. Because this is a only wise decision, so your model don't get biased or overfitted or something wrong happen your model, and you need to rework the imputation method. Okay. Now we will move ahead. Check the missing value with the using graph. This is we have already done. I will not repeat it. Here we will now check the missing value using single column, okay, by sorting it. Now here we are showing age, cabin and embark. What we will do now, the embark column has very few missing values, so we are not too much worried about it. Either we delete it or we will see if we can handle it. Okay, but we are worried about both the age and cabin columns have a lot of missing value. Okay, but this could be a case of MAR, missing at random. So what was missing at random? Remember, I give you the example. Older people are young people. Older people don't care about to show their income, but younger people skip this feature. So this means this your if it is connected with your age, right? Now cabin may be dependent on the age. So this missing value may come under the your like MAR, because both missing value is related. If maybe there is some age value is missing, on the other side cabin value is also missing. So they may be related to each other because both are parallel missing at some places, and we will debug it at a deeper level now, and we will see each column now step by step. Okay, here we go. We are going to check the relationship between age and cabin now to confirm if it lie under the missing value category MAR. So now we will sort the value of age first. Okay. And now look at this one. If you have sorted the missing value here, now look at the cabin. What does it show? If this is the like, so you are sorting it, right? This is a all missing value. But on the right side, you can see the cabin value is also missing, right? So here on the here it is clear that here is a no relationship like between the missing number in age and cabin column. Let's check with the heat map too. Okay. So now we will check with the heat map too. Okay. So in this, but we are still not sure about it. It is not showing. This means if there is a completely missing value at the bottom of the age column, it should be also clean here, but there are some field values, some are missing. Okay, so now we will move ahead. Here, look at this picture. Find the reason for missing data using heat map. So we will draw the heat map for this here. This is the very good method, heat map, to check the correlation. This is always advisable from my side to my all students. If you want to check the correlation between the your features, it will really help you to decide the imputation method and deletion, which method you are going to use. Look at the age and cabin. So lighter the color, less the relationship. Darker the color, good relationship. But now if you look at the age, you're with the cabin or cabin with the embark, or this one, this is a negative correlation with the age, right? And if you look at this, the age column, it is also don't have any relationship because this is the lighter and with the cabin. So this is a good sign for us. They are not related to with each other. Okay. But at some point they may be. Here the heat map shows there is a no strong correlation between missing value of different feature. As I told you, at some point it may be, or there is, but it is not a strong correlation because you can see this is a negative correlation, minus 0.1. Okay. And this is also the lighter. Further indicate that data are MAR, missing at random. Again, we are coming here. So here we are showing no relation between missingness in age and column cabin. Let's check with the heat map. This is we have already done. It was not directly connected with the age, but at some point. Now, what we wanted to make sure, MAR, missing at random. So this means that in some cases, it depends on the age as well, right? They are choosing the most convenient cabin, or maybe if the people are younger, they don't care about the cabin, how the cabin it look like. They are just buying the ticket. Okay. So it can be like 50-50%. That's why you are now this missing value lie under what? MAR, missing at random, right? If it was like, let's say in this case, if it was showing the totally white or blank, so it is strongly correlated with age. But as you have seen on the heat map, it is not strongly correlated with your age, but it is related at some point, but not a strong relation. Okay. And then we will move ahead now. Now you have visualized your missing value in a different way. You try to debug if it is they have the strong correlation between each other. We have used the heat map as well. We have used the missing number matrix. We have used the missing number library for the checking the missing value. Okay. So I am considering this is under the MAR. Okay. Maybe you will find you may debug more, right? And let me know in the comment box if you find some other reasons as well. Okay. Now we will, if your value data is missing in MAR, the missingness is related to other observed variable, but not the missing value themselves. This means it is not lie under MNAR because MNAR is missing not at random. So this means if cabin or age value is deleted whole, right, then this means this is intentionally done by every user, right? So this means they are connected with themselves as well. Cabin is only because if all values are missing, this means I am every user is doing it intentionally. Then that category lie under MNAR. But now your cabin values, some values are missing where age value is also missing. So this means they have some relationship but not strong, and we count it at MAR, missing at random. So for this kind of the category, the imputation methods are these one. This is best. Okay. So if it was under the MNAR or MCR, then these imputation methods are not advisable to you to apply. Okay. So now fill in the missing value in numerical. You will use a mean method if your data set is numerical. You can use median if data is skewed, and mode if it is categorical. Okay. Here we look at this. This is the again the same method I have just made. Okay. Now we will apply. We will again look at the data set. And now here we will check the missing value. Okay. And then here is a 177 and 6. So this is the your what is the data type of your age column? Float. This is come under integer, and cabin is your string, categorical. Now we will handle. First of all, we will impute with the your mean, not this is wrong. We will fill it with the mean, not constant value. Okay. So here, like what we will do, we will fill the age column with this simple mean strategy. I am just declaring the simple imputer library, and then we will make a copy. This is a good or wise decision. Do not make changes in your original data. And then we will create the add the strategy mean, and then fit onto the age column only. I'm not applying it on whole data set. because my missing values only exist in the age. Okay, so we will impute it, and after transforming the data, now you have a null zero value. Okay, and if you want to print, I will show you at the end as well how it look like. Okay, and the other thing is I wanted to share with you, like here the missing value is not too much missing, right? It's only, what was the percentage we have checked it above? This is only, I think, 20 or 19 something percent. But the big challenge for us is this 70% missing, right? So now look at carefully, am I going to delete it or I am going to handle it? Now look at this. We are going to handle it. Why? Why I am not deleting this column if more than 70% missing value? If you are thinking, then just write the answer in the comment box. But I will tell you why as well. Did you remember we check about missing a relationship between age and cabin as well, right? They are not strongly correlated with each other, but they are some at some point relate with each other. Not strong correlation, less like the strong correlation, but they are at some point. That's why I can't delete it. If I'm going to delete the cabin, number one, I will lose my that whole column and data as well. Number two, then maybe my age column is going to be affected badly at some point. Okay, so the wise decision is just handle it. Okay, but if you want to do the experiment, right, then you can try with deletion as well. This is just experimental thing. Okay, my advice to you, that's why we did the too much detailed debugging about the missing value. Okay, if the your category lie under missing completely at random, then I can delete it without any second thought, because that data is not related to your any other feature. Okay, or not related to itself, not related to any observed value. I hope it making sense to you. I know it's a tough at a beginner level to understand these technical complex topics, but this is the way how you can decide. Okay, now we will handle it with the most frequent, because categorical data we prefer to handle with mode or most frequent. We are using the simple imputer again. We will fit and transform on it, and then here is a zero. Now if you want to check the missing value in all, now it is all handled. We are left with the embark. Now you can apply the any the embark on the method yourself. Okay, it's very easy. Now you tell me which strategy you are going to apply on this embark. Okay, write down in the comment. Here we go. Imputation technique for time series. This is the next chapter or imputation method you are going to learn. Till so far you have learned how to handle at a deeper level, how to visualize the missing value using missing number library matrix, checking the correlationship, and you are checking under which category your data missing data lie, MAR. Okay. Now we are moving ahead with the time series problem. I am taking here the your live data here. I will share the link in the description box as well. I picked it up from Kaggle. Okay. I have loaded the data set. Okay. Index column is over date. And then we are just looking at the data set. You have this much. Okay. If you want to look at the detail, how many columns and that one, then we can look at that one as well. City underscore your day. Okay, and underscore df and info. Okay, so it will give you how many columns you have. I need to run it because it was did not run. And this is, you can see here, you have a 29,531 records in this, and this is also showing the data type of each column, and you will also get a little bit guess about the missing value as well. This your data set contains a lot of missing value. Okay, so here we are just checking the look at this, the too much missing value, right? So now it's a big challenge for you to handle this kind of data set. But from this kind of data set you are going to learn a lot. Okay, so now we will check. If you want, you can also again apply the your percentage method as well to check the how much percentage of the missing value there in your data set. So I will copy and paste over the code, over that code. Here we will copy. Okay, and we will go down so we can have more clear picture. Here we go. This is numeric, and if you want to look at the percentage, you can do that. So here city underscore day underscore df, and we need to copy this here as well. Okay, so we will check it with the air quality. Okay, so we will not use same. And now we will print it. Look at the percentage. So it is 15% missing, 37, 34. I'm just focusing on the large value missing. Your Xylan has a 61%. This is the one who has the biggest, like the percentage of missing value. After that, you have a PM10. You have a more as well, but we will focus on these two only. Rest of you can practice at your end. Okay. So now there are a lot of missing values. So you have a, maybe you are thinking, Nija, we will drop it. No, don't do this mistake as I have showed you about how you are going to decide. Okay. Next is you will forward or backward fill. This is the only, like you have a many methods to handle the time series, but we don't use mean, mode, median. You can use for time series, but it is not going to give you the good results, and it will affect your model performance as well if you have a time series data set. Previously we were using the non-time series data set. Okay, so now we will use here forward and backward fill first, and we will see. Here you have a city under df Xylan. So I'm just picking up the now random data set, sample data set. Remember I told you, right? So you can, if you want to look clear vision, you want to look at this, then you can pick up the sample data set as well. Okay, you can use your missing number library here again to check it. I'm not using, this is now your homework. You can visualize it as well. Now I'm just picking up the random, like my data from 51 location to 65. This is we are slicing out. And now look at this. On this date, we have this missing data. On 26th of February, 27, 28. So this means it is a sequence. In sequence, this is a missing value, right? Here we will impute it using forward fill or your LOCF. LOCF your is last observed carry forward. Okay, you can use this one. Why? How did you decide you are going to use this one? Forward fill. Because after this is value or continue. Okay, so if I fill with the backward fill, you can choose the backward fill if you found sometime this is the last record. Okay, then you can fill with this one as well, but there are a missing value which is above it as well and at the bottom as well. This is in the middle, so I would prefer forward fill. Okay, because this is in the continuation and we will see what will be the result. Now we will do the city underscore this fill the method. Forward fill in place is equal to true. Now we will look at the result. Look at this. So what was the value above this? 0.81. So what it will do? It will fill your like 26, 27, 28 with this value. So it will pick up this value and fill the all missing value here. So we are just like here what we are thinking. These values are more relatable to this one. We are not going to bag, right? These values can be related to this one. We are just trying, right? And when you are like using here uh, like your what say backward fill, then you can check the model performance and with this one as well. Okay, but as per my experience, I'm using here forward fill. Okay, and then you will impute, we can see the missing value in other as well. I'm picking up the AQI. Okay, if you want we can pick up the your this one as well. You can pick up the PM10 as well if you want. Okay, we will try this one as well. First look at this one. Where is over this one? Now we are just assuming. Look at this. So I picked up the 20 to 30. So this means it is a starting from index position 20 and going up to 29 and showing me missing value. Look at this. So this is all missing. There is a no value like above this which I can use as a forward fill. So if you have a this kind of the missing value, then you can go with the backward fill. So we can check with the, let's check with the 10 as well. See, all missing. So here your forward fill is not going to apply because you don't have any value since starting with the your 11th of Jan. Okay. There above, there was some value in the same month. Okay. So we applied the forward fill. So in that case scenario, we prefer that method. Okay. Here, no. Now we will fill it with the backward fill. Here we go. Once we fill, it will fill your last observed value, which is that this one. So it will fill all values with 209. Okay. Now this is like how you were like using the backward fill or your forward fill. Okay. Now if you want to do the experiment with your PM10 as well, we can. So we will copy first this code. Here we go. Like this. And I will replace it with the PM10. Let me check the column name. Yes, it is correct. Okay. So we will first check the missing value and then we will decide whether we are going to use a forward fill or this one. Look at this. All values are missing. So we can check before that one. Let's remove this one. All missing. Okay. So now if you go up to the here 100. Okay. So there it is not showing us all columns, but this is all missing. Okay. So you need to now understand the value from here. Let's say 100 and we will do the 150. This is all missing. So this means you are not going to use here. This is sure you are not going to use the forward fill. You are going to apply backward fill here. But you need to find out, you can take the chunk or you can directly now apply the backward fill in this. Okay. So you can do the experiment. My goal was to show you this thing. And now you can drop in the comment when you are able to handle this value. Okay. So this was your methods you have applied, backward fill, forward fill. Now you can also use a imputation method using linear interpolation method as well. This is more reliable than your backward and forward fill. Okay. Therefore, imputing missing value using backward and forward fill may not be the most suitable solution in some scenario, like the above scenario as well. A more appropriate alternative to use interpolation method. Okay, where the missing value filled with gradually increasing or decreasing values. It works based on the regression model. You are this one. Like your regression model predict the value on based on the other observed values, right? Same thing it is going to do. Now we will pick up the xylene here again and we will see the missing value here. Okay, I'm applying the same. Here we will have the like main parameter in this limit direction. It come with the forward, backward and both. In the forward it will fill again the like pick up the first value forward fill above value like this one, and then it will try to find out the like the missing value and predict based on that. Backward means last value, not the forward one above one. Okay. Like this one. In the backward it will pick up this value and predict based on this. Okay, it take time to fill the missing value. Okay, it work like a regression model, and then both means it is going to take the median of both, like the missing value this one, and then it will take calculate the value and fill these missing value. Now this is your choice which method you want to use. Okay, because we don't know which method is going to work very good. Okay, sometime this method will work forward fill with the interpolation, sometime backward or this one. You will may be able to decide this thing by the experience as well. As per my experience, interpolation is more reliable if you have a more missing value. If you have a less missing value, you can go with the forward backward. This is very easy. Okay, but I also need to check my model performance as well. If my model performance is affected very badly, there is a biasness using forward fill, then I will go back and check and try this method. Okay, because I cannot make sure you just apply this method only for this kind of the, like if you have air quality data set, we need to check the model performance as well. Okay, but my goal is to tell you the most reliable method and the most common method, and when you should apply in the time series, right? This is just with my experience, and you can use this method. Okay, but for the above pandas method, I have told you the best way to judge the imputation method. Okay, but for time series, this is the case. And then we have used the both limitation. This one we are just focusing on this, and we will import it with this. Now you can check which values were missing: 26, 27, 28. So this one. Okay, so you can check the result as well. Look at this. It was previously 0.81, now it is 0.93, right? Instead of just saying 0.8181, right? So it seems to be more reliable when you handle it, right? And then 1.06, then 1.19. This is more correlated values, right? And then 1.32, and then again this one. So I think this is more good way to fill the missing value if you have a non-time series data and your data set is too much missing. Okay. Although I'm not saying a backward forward fill also work because you are applying this method here, but the technology behind it will be different. Okay. Like simply applying it, because if you are simply, you are not using interpolation method with the forward fill, if simply saying forward fill, it is just picking up the value and filling it, that's it. Interpolation is doing calculation. Okay, you can see the difference in the output. Now decision is your, and you also let me know which method you are going to apply. So these were the all like the top imputation method. I have like as promised, I have covered my second most popular imputation method for the time series. Now in the next video we will continue with our next imputational method. Okay, and keep watching all videos and stay with me. Okay, and don't forget to drop the comment in the comment box which method you are going to apply on your data set. Okay, this is a very good data set, air quality, you will learn a lot of things from it. Okay, so happy air coding, see you in the next video, and keep learning. If you need any help, you can drop your notebook, or you can share the notebook at contact@sciencedatascience.com if you want my input for your work. Okay, I'm happy to review. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for your patience. Okay.